All right, good. It's on. Hope it's recording. Anyways, man, I haven't had this light on in this room in a long time. It's pretty bright. Silly fan light. But was busy in here all day. It's already 5:30. I got to go make dinner. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. A quick vlog about my day. Well, last night and today. Dang, my voice. Sorry, guys. Where do I start? You know what? I gotta make dinner. Let me make dinner. I'm gonna show you guys what I did. I bought something again. Yeah, I went. You guys, I went. You know, my stories about Goodwill. I always find good stuff at Goodwill. Well, I went to Goodwill yesterday and I bought something I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyways. So I'm gonna go make dinner and then I'll come back and show you guys what I bought. Let me get dinner going. All right, guys, making dinner. Just about done. It's almost done. I got a little stir fry going on with some white rice, but my wife just called me. She was like, "Did you get your package?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "I just got the notification that you got the package. It's at the front door." So let's go check it out. See what we got. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. I got the package, guys. So what I bought at Goodwill yesterday, it was missing a few parts. And I said, well, it's missing some pieces. Think you can drop the price? They dropped it like $15. It was still a good deal, but this was one of the main pieces that goes to it. So I can't use it unless I have this. So let me wrap up dinner and I'll see you in the studio to show you what I got. Oh, that's too bright. Too bright. Let's go make it hot in here. Got the package. My throat cannot get clear. Got the package for the parts that I needed for what I got. I'm going to tell you a quick story about what I bought. It's actually might be another hobby of mine. It may be another hobby of mine. But it's kind of funny because when I bought it yesterday, Michelle just kind of looks at me and she's just like, she laughed, she laughed. There's a little backstory to it. I know you want to know what I bought, but real quick, my son just bought one, so we were over at his house and we were checking it out. I'm like, ooh, that's pretty cool, that's neat, whatever. I happened to stumble across one yesterday at Goodwill. But so my story is we're laughing because Michelle says this is going to be another one of your hobbies that you get all into. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, not really. And then she was like, she brought up a few years ago, we were going to go on this cruise with our family, and the whole family started talking about getting our own shirts made, to represent our family. So I got a wild hair and I bought an airbrush, and I thought, I'm going to make our own shirts. I'm going to airbrush our own shirts. So I bought an airbrush. I brought the stand for the t-shirts. I bought the molds for you can put your shirts on. I bought paints. I bought everything you needed to airbrush. Stencils. I bought everything. Couldn't get the paint right. Couldn't get the ratio right. It was weird. I couldn't get the needle to go right. I couldn't get the airbrush to work correctly. I bought the right compressor for it and just wouldn't work. It couldn't work. So I kind of gave up on it. Well, then I thought I'll buy a DTF printer. It's one of those printers that you can print stuff to put on your t-shirts. And so I bought a heat press to be able to do that. Well, the DTF printers were too much. They were too expensive. And I'm like, I'm not going to spend that much. Well, there was this local company that was selling prints, or you can send them your design and they'll print it for you, and then you just put it on your shirt and you heat press it. So we went that route. Well, I bought a heat press just to do that when I could have just paid somebody to make the shirts we did. Because honestly, those are the only shirts I made. Well, I made a few more for myself, but not enough to have to buy my own heat press. So, and actually in that corner, my wife's sewing table right here and her nail station, but in the corner is the heat press still semi set up in case I get into it. So she started bringing all that up, like, you bought the airbrush, you brought the heat press. When you got Zuko, you started buying all these tools and leashes and collars and training bags and toys galore for him. She's like, you just went all in. Well, now that I started this YouTube, I started doing the same thing where, let me pan you around a little. I have a studio light there. I have a studio light in front of me. This is my phone mount. This is what I mount my phone onto when I'm recording, kind of at that angle, like I'm trying to do with the tripod to kind of get it, mimic it. About right there. Anyway, that's okay. So here's my phone mount. You get the picture. Probably edit this out. Anyways, started buying all this stuff, to do good videos, and videos haven't changed, but they're cool tools to have. So moving along, what I got, the package. This was a purchase that I said I don't think I should have bought because I absolutely know nothing about it, nor have I done any research. Well, actually, all day today I did. When I said I was busy today, that's what I was doing today. I was messing with this all day today, getting it ready, Last week we were at my son's house and he happened to buy one, showed us a few things he did with it, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Like I said, we went to Goodwill, stumbled across this one. It was over $100, so I was really skeptical on buying it because I'm like, it's an expensive machine to be spending, over $100 on and it not work, because it was Goodwill. So it was I'm just gonna say it was $100 gamble. So I took a chance and I bought it. Today I set it up. Everything seemed to be fine, but the main thing I was missing for this machine that I bought was filament. I bought a 3D printer. I set it up right there. So there it is. Bought a 3D printer. Pretty cool. Everything seemed to be working. I told the manager there, I was like, it's missing some pieces. And honestly, it was missing. I thought it was missing like the whole reel to hold the filament on. But when you buy them, it comes on the reel already. So that's the filament. Now, I'm still not even 100% sure this thing even works. It's beeping. So I set it all up earlier and I calibrated it. I had my desk set up. I'll show you. So I have it here, but I used to have this screen over there, and all my computer stuff was shifted over. So I have this. So I had 3 screens. Now I have this printer right there, and there it is right there. You know what? Let me do this. Some slow-mo action. Look at that. But this is live. What? So yeah, bought a 3D printer. Haven't done any research on it really. Looked up a few items today, but started rabbit holing it again. And so first things first, I got to put this in, install the filament. That's what it's called, filament. I got a few graphics. It has some preloaded graphics you can try to print, but I downloaded a few, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to do it, and it's a whole 3D process, and I'm not going to record none of this because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but that's what I got, guys. That's what I got. I just thought I wanted to share that with you. Quick vlog today and about yesterday too. So we just shopped around, did some, not really shopped around, just cruised around, ate lunch, went to Goodwill, found this, and you know, paid over $100 for it. But you say $100 gamble. So I'm gonna see if it works. Print something. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all set up, and then I'll close it out. I'll close it out in a minute. So this is a 2-pound reel. When you order it, you order by a kilogram. It's 1 kilogram, but it's like 2.2 pounds, something like that. But I don't feel like moving everything around again, so that's the angle you guys are getting. But there's a bracket back there that this spool hangs on. I'm gonna put it on there real quick. Without hitting the camera, it's tight fit with the shelf too. I gotta move it anyways. All right, there we go. Now I can move it back. All right, so I got that on there. So now what I gotta do is feed it into this tube. A bit. All right. Before I go any further, mess it up, I'm gonna have to get in there, but I gotta feed that through and make sure it comes out, make sure the filament comes out. And let me see if I can get the camera under. Yeah, see right there. All right, this is a feeder tube. So what I'm doing is I'm feeding it from the back over here through, and you should see it come through. There it is. So now actually if I go like this, see it. There it is. So then it's gonna go, actually I'll show you where it goes. Goes right into there. All right, so that's loaded. Once, let me get a test run going. I gotta get it all set up with the computer and all that, and then check back in. It is preheating. It's almost there. It's probably gonna shoot some out. We'll see. Finish. Oh, I see where it's spit out. I didn't even see that part. Damn it. Alright. Alright, you guys. Moment of truth. I figured out how to print it. I didn't know how to do it on the program, but finally figured it out. So, I turn the camera printer. Because on my computer it says send file. So, here we go. I'm sending it. Preparing, send complete automatically direct to the, okay. Extracting file, please wait. File name, dumpster, ready. See right here on top. There it goes. Another cool thing about this machine is when you hook it up to your computer or your phone, it has an app you can use your phone to. Now, I don't know if you can print from it. I haven't tried it yet, but it has a camera. Let me turn it around. Kind of clear, get the idea. But it's going, man, and that thing is moving fast. That's real time. That thing is moving fast. So, well, looks like that was a win for me, a good $100 gamble for me so far. I know I said I didn't do a whole lot of research. I'm over here hollering like I'm talking to the phone, but it's kind of loud. I don't mind it, but I know I said I didn't do a whole lot of research, but actually I started looking up some prints. That's how I found this one. And I told you my son got one, and the one my son got, actually it's multicolored. So he has like, he gets 4 or 5 different colors he can use. And man, this stuff he was putting out is nice. I mean, because if you have a let's say Spider-Man, you know, it'll actually print red and black at the same time, where this one is just one color. So I'm gonna have to paint it. Ooh, airbrush. I'll bring that airbrush back into there. Start painting this stuff with my airbrush. Oh, I'll paint happy little trees all over these things. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that again. I couldn't even do the paints right unless I can buy them pre-made, but I was trying to do everything my way. You know how I'm a DIYer, how Russ says I'm a tinkerer, I'm a master tinkerer. But here you go. Went to Goodwill. Good find, another one. My last good find was the paddleboard. Remember my paddleboard? Like a $300 paddleboard. I ended up getting for like 20 bucks. This right here is supposed to be like a $400, $500 machine, and I got it for 100 bucks. So I'm happy with it. But that's my quick vlog for tonight. That's what I did yesterday. That's what I did today. Setting this all up, waiting for the package to get here with that filament. And so far, so good. I'm happy with it. It's going to keep me busy and be fun to show you guys what I print off. But yeah, you know what? Before I close it off, when this is done, I'll show you what I did. Cover this mop real quick. It's Thursday morning, guys. I'm back. Good morning. I was recording yesterday about this 3D printer, and once I said I'd check back in, the printer started acting goofy. It was actually where the head was moving around, and as it was supposed to start printing the next piece, it was just leaving strands. It looked like hair. It literally looked just like hair. It was spreading hair around, just moving hair around. So I stopped it and I kept checking it. I started it over, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. So what I was trying to print was a dumpster. It was just a trash dumpster, little mini trash dumpster for your desk. And it got as far as cleaning or printing the wheels. But see how these wheels are white? I had black filament in there, but I think there was still white filament in there. So 2 of these printed out with a little bit of white paint on them. See how they're black and then white? And then this was a normal one, all black. Oh, what's going on? Anyways, this was the wheels. Let me see if I can do this. These were the wheels for the dumpster. And they actually, it's hard to show you guys. They actually printed pretty good and they move and everything. See. Anyways, that's all it printed was the wheels. So I got wheels, and then because I tried to do it twice, I got 8 wheels for nothing. But it printed them fine, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I realized on the computer when I downloaded a file from a website for the dumpster, and when I uploaded it to the program to print it on the 3D printer, the file wasn't right sending it to the printer because I remember on one of the settings it said something about one of the pieces is floating, so it might have a problem to move it. And I didn't do no research, so I didn't know what I was doing. So I just did what I thought I could do, fixed it, and sent it. So that floating piece, I think, is where the head was just kind of leaving hair. It was just moving, so the filament was just falling out. Anyways, I'm blabbering on. So what I did was I stopped that project and I loaded a preloaded file that's on the printer itself. So when you plug in the printer, turn it on, run all the tests and everything, it has preloaded designs on there that you can do. So that's what I did. And it took like 3 hours, 4 hours. So it was already late last night. I just shut the door and I let it run. I didn't even wait for it to finish. That's why I didn't finish recording. So came in this morning. I haven't even opened it. I haven't looked at it, what it printed. I know it was like some little Pokemon dinosaur character that was on there. I don't know. It was like the first one I saw, so I picked it. I figured I didn't want something simple. I wanted something a little bit bigger. That way I can really make sure to see if it worked. Anyways, I figured since I kept you guys waiting, I'll open it now with you guys. So let me move this around. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to turn it on. Just to turn it on. Let me get the light on, but so the steel tray, there's a little plate in there that it prints on, and that plate lifts off, and it's a metal plate, but it's flexible. So pull the whole thing off so you can see it. There it is. I don't know if you can see that very good. I do it like this. So it don't look like much, but I'm going to break it off. Start taking all these little pieces off and go from there. So let me break this all off and you know what? I'll just show you how to do it right here. Let me move this camera back so you can get a better view. There it is. It's my first time messing with this 3D printer, anything like this, so pretty cool. Probably need more light. Let me finish this up off camera. Alright, I got them mostly done. Look at that. That's all a lot of the extra pieces that I broke off, but there's a few more little pieces that I need to cut off of here and touch up. And I mean, it's not perfect. This is my first run on this little rig, but I don't know if I broke the ears off or not. I might have.
I don't know what it's supposed to look like originally. That's what's wrong, is I just picked a quick file and ran with it. But it seems you have printed okay. There's a few pieces, like I said, that need to be touched up, and I'm sure there's tools that you can use. I haven't done any research on it. Like I said, I bought it, came home, plugged it in, ordered the filament for it, waited for it to come in, set it all up, ran the first one. The file obviously was corrupt, so it didn't work. Ran an internal file, and this is what I came up with. There it is. That was the internal file, the Pokemon Dragon thing. I don't know anything about these, so can't tell you this guy's name or nothing. But see right here, that's the piece I'm talking about. Maybe it needs to be cut off more with some tool or something. And then a few little, like right there under the foot, see that strand? Just little things like that, I'm sure. I just keep at it, but it seems pretty cool. I'm gonna run another one because I want to see it to the end. Like I said, I fell asleep last night. I went to bed. I was like, I'm not waiting for that thing. That was supposed to be my quick vlog. It was a fail. Started it Wednesday night, ending it Thursday morning. But it is what it is. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit more, and then I got some stuff to do around here. But I'll see you guys on the next one.